Robert Arthur Allison is a former American professional stock car racing driver and owner. Allison was the founder of the Alabama Gang, a group of drivers based in Hueytown, Alabama, where there were abundant short tracks with high purses. Allison raced competitively in the NASCAR Cup Series from 1961 to 1988, while regularly competing in short track events throughout his career. In 1987, Bill Elliott had raced to a pole-winning speed of 212.8 miles per hour in qualifying for the Winston 500 on the 2.66-mile oval, a NASCAR record that still stands. Allison had qualified second at 211.7 miles per hour and was running in the lead draft on race day when his Buick went into a 180-degree snap spin resulting from a blown engine and a cut right rear tire. It had already been apparent that the 110-inch wheelbase cars could take off once over 190 miles per hour, as evidenced by Cal Yarborough's flying qualifying lap at Daytona 4 years earlier. But this was something entirely different due to the faster speed of the draft at Talladega, averaging 208 miles per hour on this day. Journalists watched from the glassed-in press box atop the grandstand and were horrified as Allison's cars sailed into the air. Due to the sight lines, the Miller High Life Buick looked as if it would clear the fence and land somewhere in the capacity crowd. Fortunately, the track bends out between the trioval and the start-finish near Turn 1, and Allison's car went relatively straight, landing with its wheels on top of the fence and just shy of the kneeling kinder, resolutely holding onto a stationary yellow while resting its handle on the edge of the flag stand and keeping his head down. The Buick crashed back to the track and slid on its flattened tires to the apron, where Allison soon climbed out of his torn-up car. It took out roughly 100 feet of fencing, but only 2 other cars were caught up in the crash. Several fans were taken by stretcher from the track, but there were no critical injuries reported. The speeds reflected the new era of aerodynamics in NASCAR and a lighter minimum weight of 500 pounds. Ron Perrier, the general manager at the Stavola brothers, said the team had done more aerodynamic testing than any other. When asked about work on the underside that might have launched the Buick once it turned around 180 degrees, Perrier replied, "We had excellent aerodynamics in all categories, as evidenced by the fact we qualified second." NASCAR officials had seen more than enough, as well as the France family, owners of NASCAR and the Talladega track known at the time as the Alabama International Motor Speedway. When the teams went to Daytona and came back to Talladega that summer, smaller Holley 390 carburetors were mandated at both tracks, followed by restrictor plates in 1988. That's all for today. See you in another video.